Good morning, everyone. It's Athena. How are all the beautiful souls out there doing? Okay. It's a great day. It's Tuesday, the 21st of May, 2019. So today's message is about the feeling that you get when you put your complete intention and attention to your prayers. When you pray, are you speaking with intention when you pray? And do you believe that your prayers will be answered? So, it's one thing to say a prayer at night or a prayer during the day or during your meditations, right? But are you praying with the intention that you will receive? Do you believe that? Because it is all about, whether you believe or not. Okay? So, for those who do believe in the power of prayer, then know that your wishes are just around the corner. Okay, what is the daily musing for? Beautiful. For the 21st of May. Okay, let's see what the universe has to say. See? This makes me think that some of you, well, some don't pray, but that's okay. It's not a big deal. But some of you feel like you are struggling you're struggling to believe. You have that feeling of, lack. And what you really need is an adrenaline shot of believing. Okay, so we're stuck in a toxic situation, not believing in yourself. Okay, so that's probably why it's all about prayer. And when you pray, do you believe that those prayers are answered? Because if you don't, and you're looking like this, you're in a constant state of, a weak will, Because it is all about believing, you've got to believe that you can get out. You can get out of this mess. You can get out of your toxic situation. You can get out of your own way also. Okay, let's see what else is going on. I got two there. Okay, so there are messages of peace and love coming in for those who, want the peace and believe. A Virgo, Capricorn, Taurus is here because maybe that's what's going on. Where if this is an earth sign, the energy of earth, and someone's lost a job, and you have to pick yourself up. You can't be in this frame of mind where you're obsessively thinking this way. You have to obsessively think this way, right? You have to believe that you can get back on track and not think that it's about any lack. Oh, I'm not, poor me. this is what these negative, toxic thoughts are. Poor me. How am I going to ever, I want to, who's going to hire me? I'm, I may not be qualified. I don't feel like I have the tools to do the job, even though you do. And the earth signs are one of the most strategic and smart signs, also intuitive, to get something really amazing going. So, you have, I just heard, put your money where your mouth is. That's what I just heard. So it's very true too. You have messages coming in about opportunities. If this is indeed you worrying about, you're looking right now for a job, right? So you do have messages coming in about a job. If it's not about a job, then it's just about a mentality. It's this mentality of lack, of not being good enough, of not feeling at peace with what is coming toward you, for you. Okay, it is all about the mindset. It starts in the heart. The feeling triggers your mind, triggers your actions. Okay, let's look at the bottom of this deck. So someone feels like they're judging themselves. This really is put your money where your mouth is. It is. You're judging yourself. You don't feel good enough to do whatever it is that you are intended to do, that is going to give you, maybe some message came to you. Let's just look at something else here that I'm seeing. Perhaps a message has come in to you that, from afar, and it makes you feel upset and not good enough, and you're judging yourself for that. I'm also hearing too little, too late. I'm hearing that. Too little, too late. Feeling like you have to beg for someone. For what? For attention, for the opportunity, like when you're in a job, you so badly want to say, just give me a shot. You know what I mean? Just give me a shot. Okay? So this is really all about your mentality, and you can look at your life in one of two ways. You can be the boss, the responsible provider, or you can turn around and say, constantly criticizing your lack of whatever abilities, not just not believing in yourself, being very powerless. This poor me, I'm powerless. How am I going to ever find a job? I'm in my midlife and I'm looking for a job. Who's going to hire me now? Stuff like that. I don't have enough money to keep going, and I've got responsibilities here. Instead of getting back your what is it, mojo, your oomph, and saying, what the heck? Come on. Get back to where you were before. Get back to feeling. It really is, you guys, just a mindset. Getting out of your own way. Getting out of this feeling of this is what puts, that keeps you in the cage. you know. It keeps you locked up, chained up, tied up, you know. Okay? So your I don't want to say challenge is I am going to say it because I said it. Your challenge is when you look in the mirror, what do you see? When you look in the mirror, what do you see? Excuse me. Do you see yourself moving toward your goal and being at peace? Do you see yourself getting out of imprisonment? And if I do escape, I'm hearing, if I do escape, you know, my biggest concern is my money. If I escape from something that I want to go to that's far away, so there could be a situation where someone also wants to escape to a faraway land, maybe travel, maybe has left, wants to leave, the gate's open, you want to leave, but you don't think you have enough money to do so. If you're married and you want out of a marriage and you want it, you can't, you're not happy and you want to go, you're worried about your coin and how the legal system works, and what you'll be left with is this, instead of like being like that, you know what I mean? So there are many scenarios here. There's many. So if there is a judgment, a divorce, like I said, you know, are you at peace with, you know, you have, whatever you choosing to judge yourself or others judging you, you must make the decision based upon the peace it's going to give to you in your heart, you know. Okay. Wow. That's a great reading for today. A really good message of sacrifice. Look, there's a sacrifice here to be made in love. For some, not all. Every scenario is different. I'm just feeling whatever I'm picking up is, if that relates to you, then it does, right? Okay. Whatever decision that you make for yourself, maybe you've been prodding and planning. Maybe you have been prodding and planning to get out, to finally get out, right? But your real concern is your coin. You know how many people stay in their marriages because of the money? You know what I mean? I mean, come on. Many people stay in marriages that they're not happy with just because they feel like they'll be left with nothing at the end of the day, you know? And especially, oh my gosh, if you're the energy of Earth and this is actually happening to you, then that's a tough pill to swallow, because the King of Coins is the King of Coins. You know what I mean? So that's their livelihood is that. So if you take the livelihood of who this energy represents, you know what I mean? Then it's like you've totally extracted that person's purpose for living, pretty much. You know? Okay. There it is. It is life. Life is funny that way. Life is funny that way, where if you show the universe that you are willing to sacrifice, you have to sacrifice one thing for another. You just do. It is the law of the universe. Not a tit for tat. That's not the sacrifice we're talking about. I'm talking about a sacrifice that says, okay, if I really love someone, let's say, and I really want to be with that someone, love has to win over the money. Are you judging yourself this way? If you want to go to a new job, and you really want this job, and maybe it's not going to pay as much that you're used to, it's a sacrifice. Why? Because the sacrifice is the job that you're going to is the job that will provide maybe a better, has longevity, has more opportunity at that place of business, versus the job that is keeping you stagnant, holding you back, but paying you a shitload of money. See what I'm saying? It is this. It is this balance. It is this balance. You must sacrifice one for another. It is. It's the law of the universe. And it's not a bad thing. The universe just wants to know how badly you want it. See? You're deceiving yourself. You don't think you can do it. You don't think you can get out of that cage. You're too scared to sacrifice it. And that's what this is saying. Now, unless we get some different cards. You're looking at the sacrifice. You know you have to sacrifice. It's like everything. You have to give up everything. You know? Yeah. And can you do it? Well, using your intuition, you have to go with what your heart says. Your gut. What is your gut telling you? What is your gut telling you? Is it a job? Is it a new business venture? Is it a new opportunity that you don't think that you're either experienced enough or have enough money to put down on? Probably maybe it's a situation where there's a contract, a business venture, a partnership of business, okay? Not just a new job. It could be, I want to open up my own business. I've got some potential people who will invest in my business, and I need to use my intuition because right now I'm not feeling it, that the sacrifice of putting down this money when I don't even feel like I have this money to put down is worth it. Okay, there's a lot, like I said, there's a lot of different scenarios for different people. But the core issue here is that someone is imprisoned in their own idea of not being able to escape because they know you have to make a sacrifice in order to get what you want. Are you deceiving yourself that your sacrifice lies somewhere else with someone else? Okay? Are you deceiving yourself that if you were to change a job situation and get something different, will you be happy there? So you're looking, and this is what the King of Pentacles does. The King of Pentacles looks at all the angles, all the different angles. What is going to make this king solid, stable, grounded? This king doesn't make moves easy at all. At all. And it is love. Wow. This king knows that in order to get their happiness, their ultimate happiness, mind you, their ultimate happiness. Now, you guys, you earth signs are intuitive. So you know where your happiness lies, but are you willing to take the risk to go for it? Bottom of the deck, there you go. You got to take that leap. The only way you're going to change this situation is to change your mindset and believe that you will be happy. Believe that what's meant to be is meant to be. And it's all about this sacrifice that you are going to have to make. It is. And you're kind of talking yourself out of it. There are no swords here, no. But I don't need any swords to see that you're talking yourself out of something that's going to make you really happy when your gut's saying, yes, go. Your gut is saying, yeah, I want to go. Look, I want to go. I want to be happy. I want to be at peace. But there's so much sacrifice. I have to sacrifice my family. Maybe this king has a family. And he's leaving one for another. Is he deceiving himself, herself? Are you deceiving yourself thinking that the grass is greener on the other side? Could that be the situation here? Could it be? The universe has, well, the universe knows. The universe has the answers, which means so do you. You just have, you know that you have to sacrifice everything for this. Okay. So as I must, as the universe and this 3D earth plane has it, this must be decided upon you. You must make this decision and no one else can make it for you. You have to go with your gut. Let's look at the bottom here for a minute. Okay, so you're healing your heart because from these two cards, I think that you're too scared to make the jump. You're too scared to make the leap. You're trying to find the answers, which is good because you're looking within, because you are scared. So whatever choice you make, it has to be from your heart. Are you going to take the leap of faith? So you've been probably doing some meditation, if you do, or prayers, because you've been trapped in this fear of not knowing where your own happiness lies, and not to mention, being judged. Hold on. Let's just hear. There we go. Being judged by others. You've been through a lot. You also have to understand that now that I look at this one card, which I was told, look, someone had to drop someone. Someone had to sacrifice. Someone had to sacrifice a third-party situation also. This is another scenario. Someone had to sacrifice another situation to go toward the happy, toward their, well, I'm not going to say happiness. What I'm going to say is someone had to sacrifice a relationship. So they either went to the toxic relationship or they're staying with the comforts of their own home, because it could be financially driven. Not leaving what you've known for something to sacrifice that's unknown. You know what I mean? That could be another situation here. You have this you have, just know, whoever this is for, this is huge. If it is a third party situation, you have, as you can clearly see, huge toxic vibes going on here. And probably not such a good idea to make that leap, that sacrifice, if indeed that's what's going on here. If that jives with you, if that vibes with you, yeah. Where is it that you're going to be most happy and most secure? And spiritually, you've prayed. Again, do you believe that you can make the sacrifice to be happy? Do you believe that you can make that leap of faith? That are there too many obstacles? Or are you going for it? Okay. It's crazy. I do these readings daily and still at 30 minutes. Is that crazy? Okay, let's see what's going on. The Ascended Masters will tell us. You need to definitely take charge of your situation, your life, your happiness. So it's time to really, really be grateful for what you have. Definitely. There's no doubt about this. This is all about gratitude for what you have experienced in your life, and be humble. Be humble. You are getting messages also from the other side. Maybe a mother figure is sending you intuitive message on the direction that you should go, because this is really a big thing. This is a very big decision. So those who have mothers on the other side may be trying to give you intuitive hits on what you should do, and you've been praying about it. And there's a huge trust factor here. Is it trusting in the universe to guide you? Is it trusting that everything does work out, especially after you've prayed and prayed and prayed? And what does give you peace? When these messages come to you, any message of peace, whatever gives your heart peace is where your happiness lies. Understand that. Whatever gives you peace of mind is where your happiness lies. Not about the coin, about peace and love. And this does call for you to balance out your life. What is going to do it for you? This beautiful Egyptian woman is looking out, really trying to figure it out. There's the face here in there that is going within and holding that, whatever this is, the staff, holding it tightly. You almost wonder if she's being a little cold-hearted in this. So someone could be really cold-hearted. Yeah, no feeling. Showing no feeling. Poker face. That's what it is. Poker face. Putting on a happy face when you're not happy. There you go. Okay, so Horus comes in and says, we're seeing it. This is correct. Someone is pretending to be happy. They're not. They know that their happiness lies someone else. To break free, you're going to have to sacrifice everything. Whether this is a job, it looks like it's a relationship, but it could be a partnership. Are you going to sacrifice everything for something that could be toxic? Is your situation all about maybe not trusting the universe? And you have to trust and believe. And that's what the whole intro is about. When you pray, do you pray with purpose and intention of knowing that what you pray, your desire, is going to be fulfilled? Or do you pray with a hint of doubt? There is no room for doubt when you pray. There really isn't. And if you do have that smidge of doubt, you're not going to get what you desire. And ask me why. Well, because the universe goes by the feelings in your heart. That's the only way the universe connects with us, because we are the heart of God. So if you are trusting explicitly in what you are praying for or what you're wanting, if you don't pray, you just want something, you know you have to make this huge sacrifice. Job, partnership, life, whatever is toxic, you know is toxic. You know it in your heart of hearts. So really and truly, are you going to choose something that you really love versus something that you just lust for? Are you going to take the leap of faith to be extremely happy? Or are you going to stay in a poker face lifestyle of pretending to the world that you're happy? It's your choice. Okay. Have a great day and pray.